Hi, I'm Olivia, and the first video I filmed today, well, actually the second video, but the first I'm going to post, which was 2 weeks ago, I talked about strange fabric that I found in my house, and I just mentioned them. I'm like, let's do a video of weird fabric I don't know what to do with and where it came from. So I've got my little pile of fabric here. I'm going to be kind of, I know you're not supposed to turn your back on the camera, so I'm not sure how to do this without, well, my physical therapist wants me doing more like deep bending things, so maybe I'll just do that. Anyway, first up, Alex's high school graduation robe. I don't want to waste fabric, but I mean, it's a perfectly nice little black fabric, and it's, a pretty decent amount, but it's also fairly translucent. So I probably would have to put something else underneath it. Maybe I could find something, or over it. Maybe I could make a skirt or a dress, and then put like something also translucent and sparkly over it, something like that. I don't know. I'm just gonna kind of drop these on the floor over here. I will be picking them up later. I'm a slob. I'm not that much of a slob. Okay, next up is the bedspread I mentioned 2 weeks ago. I don't know. It's red, which is nice. It matches my color scheme. It's got this, like I said, here, let me step a little closer. You can see that it's got these, like, you probably can see that it's got like these ridges on it. So I don't know. I mean, it's technically mine because I got it in the divorce. It was still in the house. If my ex-husband had wanted it, he could have claimed it. Thomas wanted it, he could have claimed it. He didn't. It's mine. I was thinking about making it like a jacket, because it's a lightweight fabric, but it's not something that you want like right next to your skin, I don't think. Not for a long term. Although it worked as a bedspread for Thomas for a long time. So I don't know. We'll see what comes of that. Okay, next up is an old bedspread, an old pillowcase. I don't know. I may just recycle this because it's like gross and stained, or maybe I'll just bleach it a lot and see what it turns into. But that may end up going to a recycling facility. This, I think, this was intended to be. I think this came out of a picnic set that Thomas and I bought when we were married, and it was like supposed to be for like picnicking on. I don't know. That may also be recycled. It's it's kind of a meh gray color, but I have a lot of gray stuff, so maybe I can use it as I don't know. Maybe someday I'll be sewing with some gray fabric and go, what would be perfect for trim for this weird tablecloth picnic blanket thing. Next up, one of my attempts to soundproof this bedroom involved hanging blackout curtains over the door. It didn't work. The closest I've been able to come is what we've got right now, which is weather stripping around the door. I put off filming in here for a long time because my dad watches TV very loudly, and so I haven't been writing. I haven't been, and so I bought some weather stripping, and I'm like, well, let's use that as a starting place. And I can hear the TV, but I don't think you can. Or if you can, it's very quiet. I don't think I'm going to get sued by Norman Lear Productions for having old episodes of All in the Family running in the background, like I was afraid I would. Okay, next up, I mentioned this in my last video as well. These are 4 king-size pillowcases. This is the color of my sheets right now, if you are interested. But I've had dark blue sheets, I've had light green sheets, I've had kind of teal sheets, and since I have a king size bed, I have all these gigantic pillowcases. I've got 4 of these bad boys. So, I mean, maybe I'll make like some kind of dress with a gored skirt, and I'll use different fabrics. I don't know. Maybe I'll save this and make Reina, that's my niece, make her like quinceañera dress out of it. I don't know. But I've got 4, like I said, I've got 4 of these bad boys. Last but not least is when I married Thomas, we got a lot of hand-me-down furniture. I still have a lot of hand-me-down furniture. What I have, one of the things we no longer have because my dad loathed it and he finally put it on the curb and somebody took it away, is this like gigantic, this like wingback chair. And my in-laws had cats. And so my mother-in-law pieced this together to cover the seating part of the chair. You can see how it, like, when you have a wingback chair, it has those wingbacks, and then it has the cushions kind of T-shaped. It's kind of, it goes, and then it goes wider, and then it comes back around to make room for the arms of the chair. Well, you can kind of see the shape here. You know, that's the T part where it went around the. So I've got this. This may also end up in the recycling, in the fabric recycling. Or again, I mean, it's kind of pretty in a sort of old, early American sort of way. So maybe that'll end up there. Maybe I'll find the perfect thing to use that for trim for. I don't know. We'll see how that goes. I'm just going to hang on to it because you never know. Hold on 1 second. I'll be right back. Okay, while we're here, I'll talk about this. This is that gold fabric I told you about. I mean, it's like real narrow, but it's like long. I mean, it's long. Okay, it's long. But see how pretty it is? It's like real shiny, and it's got this like, you know, kind of like coppery, kind of like old antique. That's what I'm looking for. Antique gold sort of looking inside. And I don't know if, you know, if there's any way that I could like put it one side and the other side or something like that. But it's really pretty. And, you know, maybe I'll make Reina's quinceañera dress out of this. I don't know. She's real tall for her age. And so I've told Evelyn, that's her mom, I've told Evelyn that she needs to, that she's going to be statuesque, and we need to do a Grecian goddess themed quinceañera dress for her rather than a ball gown, because she's going to be statuesque. So we'll see how that goes. And this would make a pretty Grecian goddess sort of thing, right? But yeah, this is such a pretty fabric, and I'm using this for something. I don't know what yet. I have a lot of ordinary stuff too. I've got like I said, fabrics. I'm gonna probably do another video on stuff that I'm going to change. I bought a lot of fabric. I bought a lot of clothing, deeply discounted from my local Walmart, like clearance price, like real deeply, that fit my color scheme, but not necessarily my sensory negation problems. So I may take those apart and cut them up differently and piece them into something new and modify them. One of the things I want to do is teach myself to put bras in my clothes, because I'm uncomfortable in most bras. I'm uncomfortable in almost all bras. But I'm thinking if the clothing has the bra built in, some of them will be like cup bras. But I'm also thinking I might be able to do something with like a sewn-in interfacing. I don't know if you know sewing, but the interfacing is like when if you ever have something with a nice collar or something, and it falls apart and there's like that white stuff inside there. That's what I'm talking about. There's like iron-on, there's fusible interfacing, and then there's like sewn-in interfacing. And I'm thinking, just, you know, make my tops out of 3 layers of fabric and the middle layers sewn-in interfacing. Boom, I've got coverage, and we're in business. So I may do stuff like that. I may put cups in. I do not want those bras with the, what's the word I'm looking for? The like that elastic that they use in bras. That's very uncomfortable for me, so I will not do that. But you know, I may just take some of these things that I've got that I bought at deep discount and just put an undershirt, put a lining in it, and call it a new piece of fabric, a garment that I can wear for a regular thing. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. I will go get some of those now, and maybe we'll do that video too. And I'll do the intro one, this one, the book one. Maybe this will come in between that one and the book one. And then I'll pull down a couple more books and we'll do a couple more books maybe. 3 videos down for today. At least 2 more to go because I want to do 5 today. Thank you for subscribing. I've got 3 subscribers now. I love you. I hope that you will be the beginning of, have you ever seen It's a Wonderful Life with Mama Dollar and Papa Dollar? Hopefully we'll have a nice big family of subscribers someday, and I will talk to you in the next one. Thank you.